TV? That's cold, bro. First message from Serenity. Can I tickle your earlobes? You see why Turkey failed as a nation? Allahumma barik, bro. Absolute dangerous setup. Absolutely dangerous.
Right now,
Alaikum assalam. Tell the shadows, Habibi.
The bumper of his car is broken.
Serenity is lab made. Yeah, just like Serenity, bro.
To Canada. So he asks his friend Justin, who lives in the US, if he can order the new bumper to his house. They met each other years ago on the internet. Justin lives in Wilmington, about an 8-hour drive away.
Hacking a big company is actually dangerous.
David's plan is to drive there, get the bumper, maybe grab something to eat together, and head back home. His dad offers to tag along so they can take turns driving. They take the family car. About an hour later, David and his dad get to the border.
Must be so hard to do, bro. It has to be hard.
The U.S. border officer checks
Some people just find like a really easy method that it went under their scope,
when he sees a strange name on his display. What's Xenon?
Oliver, thank you for dropping a comment,
David
bro.
Flinches.
Like,
that's his.
I'm not gonna glaze you or anything, okay? And you will always be Egyptian, but I really do appreciate that because not a lot of people actually like took the time to comment. You did, and I appreciate you for that. Real
Online
talk, real
name.
talk.
But why on earth does it pop up here at the passport control? Two figures in dark uniforms approach the vehicle. They pull their weapons and attempt to step out of the car. David gets arrested. He walked right into a trap. The thing is, David may have done more than tweaking consoles and coding sheets.
Did I aftershock do some streams? I hope so, man. I hope so.
Has been
Drake
after
likes
him
Egyptian
for
girl.
Years.
Bro, who cares about Drake album?
They'll become to known as the Xbox
I don't
Underground.
care. Everyone's like,
for an
bro, this is what I mean by people worship males, bro. You are a gay if you're so excited, which is okay by the way, 2026, but you might be zesty to be so, oh my god, Drake. Do you have a pair of balls or what, mate? Are you serious? Look, I get it, okay, you might like his music, calm, but to flip and go like, Drake, and put it on your story and everything, buddy, this is, come on, bro. Be nice to gift it you 100. Forget about it.
Extended series of cyber attacks.
I met someone today making $200 an hour as a model at 15 years old.
They stole thousands of login credentials, heisted the source code of unpublished games, and hacked into confidential
Apparently
US
you're getting paid to shout out brands in the song, legit sponsorship
music. They didn't do it on behalf of some government agency. Sometimes they didn't even make money.
You know what, bro?
They were just a bunch.
What do you do when you're already making a lot of money? Like, what's the next step? We have Jannah. We have Jannah to work for, right? And we don't even know if we're going to get there. But once you have so much money, what do you do with it? Like, you know? He's not helping people like Mr. Beast.
Teenagers.
Lamborghini helping people. He doesn't help anybody. Yo, Drake, let me get $10 million. Mr. Beast shifty? I 100% has to deal with Israel or something. Bro, I'm telling you, one day Mr. Beast is going to do a video in Tel Aviv. He's going to do surviving 24 hours in Tel Aviv. And it's going to be the best experience he's ever had in his life. And then every kid's going to be like, I love Tel Aviv. Something like that. Drake kick donation.
This entire story is based on the fabulous...
He didn't even donate me the money. You guys think Drake clicked on my stream and donated me the money. That's not what happened. What happened was, he was gambling, so the money he gave me was poof, probably haram. Second of all, this brother was literally gifting, his managers were gifting subs for him while he was gambling. Because as soon as he gave me the 100 gift, I clicked on his stream and he was literally mid-gambling. He's a fugazi.
Wired article. In a double episode of the highly recommended
I did, bro.
podcast,
Well, Drake gave you subs? Yeah, like on Kick, like 3 years ago, there was he was doing like a thing on Kick, right? Because he's sponsored by Steak and whatnot, where he was doing streams and he was clicking on streamers and giving them 100 gifted subs. I had a friend who worked at Kick, so he put me up on the list. So I got the money, alhamdulillah. But this Ahu Shleet, he clicked on the girl's stream, sat there and said, hi bestie, and he was, being all lovey-dovey, kharab-tees. And then he gifted her 100 subs, and then he gifted me 100 subs. I was like, oh my god, he gave me 100 subs. Then you click on his stream, and he's just gambling. He was literally just gambling, and I think like his like manager team or something were giving the subs on his behalf. But I'll take the money, bro, $1,000. Yeah, I literally broke my monitor like 10 minutes before the donation. Subhanallah.
You'll find the links in the description. David was always desperate.
Isn't this video on that one dude you knew a while ago, Leb? Who? Oh, Jinxter, bro. I think these guys are Americans, bro. Jinxter's flipping vanished, bro. I don't even know where that guy's from, bro. I hope he's alive.
He's still in elementary
and not arrested
school
or something.
when he builds his own little web browser. He simply teaches
Dodgy
himself
Armenian
how to code.
freak, bro.
In 2001, David's world and that of countless other kids changes.
Someone donated 20 cents to Drake. Oh, this song. I've seen this song. This song's funny.
Fuck Drake for the night. That's what she said. No, but honestly though, forget about me. Thank you for the 20-cent tip, Fardeeds. Appreciate that. That'll go to a good cause.
20 cents, bro. 20 cents.
Forever.
What can you buy in this day and age with 20 cents? Someone tell me, bro.
For the first time, let me now unveil Xbox.
Back then, the Xbox marks a technological milestone. A bunch of high-end hardware packed into a massive black casing. The black and green dashboard and the ridiculously oversized controller kind of give off nuclear reactor vibes.
It's a good deal, bro.
It's a completely new aesthetic.
I might have to start paying people to make the arts for me, bro. I'm not joking, bro.
David gets one and hopelessly falls in love with Halo. But he's not just a passionate gamer. He's fascinated by the Xbox's tech. He becomes part of the fast-growing online community of like-minded nerds. They crack their consoles and get their own software running. They stream music, install Linux, and even manage to boot up Nintendo games.
Bro, do you know what's funny? My Xbox original is still in Lebanon and it's still being played. When I tell you Lebanon is not evolving as a civilization, no one believes me. My cousin is my age and they're still playing SpongeBob SquarePants on the Xbox original.
David is extremely talented.
I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Gains cred in the scene.
But we want it back, bro. My brother really wants it back in Australia. He loves his Xbox original. He's like you, Smeek. He loves collecting this stuff,
in 2005, the Xbox 360 drops and changes
PS5,
everything.
Bro, they'll be amazed.
Microsoft learned from its mistakes and bolstered the console's security. To hack the new Xbox,
the older Adam loves, bro. He has a PS3, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS5.
Incredibly hard to get.
Yeah, but then
you know, verified by Microsoft to have one. For everyone else, they're strictly off limits.
Well, he was away for a very long time, but he's back now in Australia.
A few dev kits start popping up online. Someone has found thousands of them.
Your dad was a big gamer. Bro, my dad loved Call of Duty. But he doesn't game anymore, man. I don't know, bro. It's so corny. I tell him, like, Dad, why don't you game anymore? Why don't you play games? Like, I'm busy. Guess what he's doing half the time? Wallah, he's watching YouTube shorts and smoking shisha. I don't get it, man. Just play game and smoke shisha. Khalas.
Trash them. But now someone is making money.
Yeah,
by
back
selling
home,
them.
they've been playing Xbox 360
for
the past 15
David acquires several
years.
of these dev kits for himself and resells a few. This is how he
We're
meets
watching
Justin
the kids who hacked Xbox.
May, his buddy from Wilmington. Online, Justin goes by MTW. The dev kit gives David access to PartnerNet, a closed platform where Xbox developers upload test versions of their games.
What a time.
He spends his nights scouring.
Doesn't the theme and the vibe of the Xbox 360 just make you feel excited and happy? Like, I can't believe how minimalistic and plain everything has become, bro. I miss the nice colors, bro. Like, why does it have to be like this?
Posting screenshots of unreleased games and making a name for himself.
If you broke my emulator, I got it imported from US.
$700? His grades are slipping.
Smeek, by the way, in these last 10 days, very important, if I could encourage you, pray 2 rakat sunnah after Isha. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very double.
What if this is my ticket to a career in game development?
Always big ups, bro. Big ups. This is, may Allah preserve you and your family. In
2010, David catches the attention of a guy named Dylan Wheeler. Dylan is 14 and lives in Perth, Australia. He has long brown hair and is in the middle of puberty. He loves a good thrill and got into hacking early on.
Alright.
In high school, Dylan got suspended for hacking into the school's network. But he doesn't like to be told
we
what
all
to
had
do,
one of those, bro.
So he hacked the network again and got suspended again.
Why not, bro?
He's fascinated by what David and others are doing with the Xbox and wants in on the action. So he signs up to the Xbox hacking forum.
I pray
His
for
online
you,
moniker
Chief,
is Super Day.
That
same year,
don't
2010,
worry, I'll pay you a salary
another
if we
Xbox
get there,
360 dev kit ends up in the hands of Sanad Nishayawat. Sanad is 24, lives in Washington, New Jersey, and is a true tech enthusiast.
Damn.
He started gaming by 8. By 12, he was taking apart entire consoles.
I'll be honest, if I had like the space and a garage, I would love to like pick tech apart and try to... Yeah, look, I might accidentally make a bomb. No worries, right? But I seriously would like to take some stuff away and like unscrew and solder stuff. Man, I used to do that stuff back in the day. When I was in high school, I took woodwork and software engineering and bro, this is the best one,
His room is packed with electronics. His desk is covered by a
middle
soldering
of puberty.
Iron, an oscilloscope, and all sorts of electronic parts.
Bro, he's 14 and he's hacking into
the
systems,
Xbox
bro. What a guy, bro.
And calls himself Sonic.
What a guy, what a guy.
It's an incredibly exciting time for David, Justin, Dylan, Sanad, and many others. PartnerNet is an absolute goldmine. They get to play new games months before their release, completely free of charge.
Bro.
But at some point, they start getting into trouble with real developers on the platform.
Uh-oh.
In 2009, David finds a way to use cheats for the brand new Call of Duty game. He sets up a server.
Okay, cheating is stupid. I hate cheaters though. I can't lie, cheating is corny.
30 minutes. Players can walk through walls and fire without ever missing a shot.
Nah.
The cheat business is a huge success. David quickly makes up to $8,000 a day. He takes his girlfriend to fancy restaurants and stays in luxury hotels. Activision, the developer
People
behind
actually pay for cheats?
Call of Duty, catches wind of David's scheme.
Nice.
They send him cease and desist letters.
Good.
And threaten to sue.
Good.
But David doesn't respond. They're just video games, he thinks. It's
Bro,
not like he's hacking into servers
because it's not
and
like you're
stealing
better than
information.
anyone. You're just freaking cheating.
Not yet. The Xbox Underground story is so insane, it would definitely deserve its own website. You know who also deserves their own website? You.
Here we go.
A portfolio site is a
Alright, buddy.
GamerFreak1727. It contains a list of usernames and matching email addresses and passwords.
Nah, your dad's cold. We had an Algerian guy that my dad would visit to crack and ship out Xbox and give us free games on the Wii.
And Gears of War. Dylan checks the list and finds the login credentials of an IT employee at Epic Games. He wonders if that person uses the same password on other sites.
Oh my god.
He tries to log into the employee's Gmail account. And it works. He combs through the inbox and finds another password. Admin060606.
Oh my goodness.
It gives him access to an internal network at Epic Games.
That's scary, bro.
Dylan sends
That's the
David
most dangerous thing when it comes to being hacked is as soon as they get like in,
to tell him about his find.
Finished.
David is hooked. One of the servers are hosting unreleased games. He knows that what they're doing is illegal, so he sets himself some limits. No looking at customer data or credit card information.
Okay, W guy.
He's only interested in the games. David and Dylan spend months rummaging through the Epic servers on the hunt for anything interesting.
One step up. Yeah, bro. It's always
sure
through
enough,
one
they eventually find
worker.
something.
It always
an early build.
Usually, it always gets leaked through a worker. I swear. It's always through a worker. It's never through like
complete with source code.
Them like just barging in. Like some worker gets lazy, doesn't do like good protocol, and
months before anyone else. They message Sanad to let him in on their discovery.
Damn, bro.
He has a hacked modem at home that lets him cover up his IP address, so he can download the game without getting caught. Sanad logs into Epic's network.
So what happened to Forza Horizon? What happened today?
It's hundreds of gigabytes of data. He stays up all night until the download.
The guy who leaked GA6 alpha footage was locked in a hotel room with a fire stick. Why?
Finally completes. He's too excited to go to sleep.
Oh, comes out.
He burns the data onto 8 Blu-rays and mails them to David. He writes the words
whole
wedding videos
game
on
got
the package.
leaked.
David receives the package and tries the game. The build is still pretty raw.
Yeah,
a lot of the textures are missing. It's not really
being
playable
watched for
at this
hacking
stage.
into Rockstar.
David sends the game to the others, including
I mean, fair
Justin.
enough. Did they catch him
Just
or
a few
what?
days later, the game appears online as a public
Pirate
download.
Bay!
The leak makes headlines everywhere.
Last week, Gears of War 3 was leaked on the web. Gears developer Epic Games confirmed that this is not the final build of the game and warned people that downloading the title may actually melt your system. Not sure if that's true, but scare tactics aside, don't pirate. Pirating sucks.
The guys are still snooping around the Epic Games network when they stumble upon a very unsettling email. Epic Games has called the FBI because of the leak, but it seems the feds are not onto them yet.
Okay.
David is freaking out. He asks Justin to help him crypt his hard drives. Sanad decides to lay low and wait for things to calm down. Dylan, however, doesn't care about the FBI. He keeps logging into the servers.
Of course, the Aussie just doesn't fear anything,
to find the hackers.
Giga Chad.
His ballsiness pays off. Dylan finds a USB drive connected to the network, and on that drive he finds a list of all the company's important access credentials. Dylan now has full access to Epic's network.
Oh my god.
From that point on, he logs into the network every single day. He roams around the PCs of Epic employees and taps their webcams.
What?
He sits at his computer in Australia and watches them in real time while they move around the office or sit in meetings.
This guy's creepy.
He mostly exploits human errors. He searches data breaches for login credentials and then tries them on other sites. Eventually, he manages to also hack into the network of other companies. Dylan is on a serious hacking spree.
He's going
David
crazy.
and Sanad find out what he is doing and jump back in. They just can't resist.
To be fair, hacking people must be so
of tech
fun,
giants
bro.
like Microsoft, EA, Bungie, Blizzard, Valve, and Activision.
Oof.
They keep digging deeper and deeper, downloading more and more unreleased games. It's like a fever dream.
Mad.
The guys have been hacking their way through the gaming industry for almost a year now. From time to time, they're also making money off of it. David starts selling the jacked and unreleased games to a user called Xbox Dev Guy.
Crazy.
The contact is established via Justin.
Parting sucks,
but deep down, they're still just a bunch of gaming fans.
Yes,
They
sir.
invite their friends over to show their new video games.
Bro, Half-Life hasn't been leaked because it doesn't exist.
They're a small and tight-knit group, but they can't always keep the excitement to themselves.
The world needs hacking.
So every now and then, word gets out to the wider scene.
Oh.
And every time that happens, new people want in on the action. Two new faces join the group.
Oh.
Austin Alcala is a 16-year-old high school student from McCordsville, Indiana.
Dude, I wish I was a nerd like this, man.
Reserved. Online,
seriously, man, this is
Monkey.
cool, bro. AA Monkey,
The second newbie is Nathan LaRue, an 18-year-old from Bowie, Maryland. His dad works as a diesel mechanic, and his mom is busy homeschooling him. Nathan has written a program to fake FIFA coins and dreams of becoming a proper game developer someday. Online, he calls himself Anime Freak. The group expands their hacking activities, and their virtual break-ins move further and further away from gaming. AMD, Intel, Disney, Warner Brothers, and Google. They end up infiltrating the servers of almost 25 companies.
But how do you profit from these things? Like, how do you make money from hacking into these companies, you know? Like, Xbox games, yeah, selling games, selling sure, but what about, like, Microsoft and
Austin
stuff,
and Nathan
you know?
are poking around the servers of Zombie Studios, a developer known for war games like the Spec Ops series.
W game Spec Ops.
They discover a tunnel that leads them straight to a US military server. The drives host a new game Zombie Studios is working on. AH-64D, Apache Simulator, a flight simulator commissioned by the US Department of Defense. They hesitate. This is bigger than anything they have found so far.
That's actually nice.
And much more dangerous. Curiosity ends up getting the best of them, and they download the game.
Nah, these guys are moving
The group
crazy,
is at its
bro.
peak. They've been active for over 2 years.
But don't lie, imagine how fun being in this crew. Imagine like you wake up, go on the group chat, and someone's like, bro, I'm in Epic Games, and then he sends you the logins and stuff. Well, like, that would be fun. That's like peak Factions Minecraft, and like peak, you know, when group gaming was like at its peak, man.
They've gone places
that would be
no
so
one else
sick,
could.
man. But I'm sure they got caught lacking, so let's find out how they get caught lacking.
Have become the core of the group. Others are loosely involved in individual hacks. Altogether, there are almost a dozen strong now. They're aware that everything that they have done could already land them in jail.
Oh.
But they just can't stop. They joke about what they would call their gang in prison. Xbox Underground sounds pretty badass, they think.
Yeah, bro, wait till they get in prison and a big black old Terry comes for a little kiss. Well, we'll see what they can do then, you know what I'm saying?
Justin, aka MTW, was an early member of the group. He met David when he bought the Xbox 360 dev kit from him a few years ahead of the Epic Games hack. Justin was directly involved in many of their operations.
No way someone snitches, bro. This is actually like mafia. Underground mafia.
A few days before Gears of War 3 was leaked, Justin got the game from the others in the group. Some of them, like Sanad, suspected that he was the one who put it online.
Ooh.
Justin is almost 3 years older than David, but compared to him, he's a lot less cautious. In 2010, Justin attends PAX East, a video game convention in Boston.
There was PAX in 2010?
He gets calls from Sanad and a few others in the group. They ask him if he can hack into one of the networks on site.
Oh,
maybe he'll find something interesting.
Oh, this guy's different.
No big deal if
These
not.
guys are different.
Justin gives it a try, but doesn't find a
PAX
bridge
is
to
still
exploit.
a thing, it is,
The
yeah.
network is too secure. He's not ready to give it up, though. He walks around the convention
wow,
center
I did not
and
know
finds the
Pix
stand
has
of a
been-
small
Pix has been
developer
around for
called
that
Atomic
long.
Games.
Oh no.
They're showcasing a new shooter called Breach. Justin waits until one of the employees heads to the bathroom. Then he sneaks behind the stand and secretly tries to download the game onto his laptop.
Bro,
But
this
the
guy's
employee comes back
different.
sooner than expected. At just 14 megabytes, Justin has to cancel the download and make a run for it. 2 Atomic employees chase after him and quickly catch him.
Uh-oh.
They take him to the police. During the arrest, Justin tries to bribe the officers. He offers them $100 if they let him go.
Are you
During the
stupid?
interrogation, he openly admits he was trying to steal the game. He repeatedly tells the cops that he has names of people bigger and more important than himself.
Oh, he's snitching.
When the others
You
hear about the
stupid
arrest,
dog.
they get suspicious. What if Justin has
Kick
been
him,
talking
boys.
to the cops?
Get him out of the group.
He loses their trust.
He's a rat.
He disappears for a while, but eventually gets back in touch, trying to regain their trust.
No.
Now he is scamming companies like Cisco, Microsoft, and Lenovo with a return fraud scheme. Someone like that couldn't possibly be working with the cops. Some in the group, like David and Dylan, are thinking. Others, like Sanad, remain skeptical. After some time, Justin manages to get back on board.
Nah, never let a rat in, bro.
Back to August 2012, David and Dylan are poking around Microsoft servers. They come across a folder that seems pretty well protected. Looks like only a few developers have access to it.
No way they're
Maybe
gonna
the
get
company
into this,
is working
bro.
on some super secret project, they think. They download the folder and find a bunch of technical documents. Some pics of circuit boards and casings, source code, all that kind of stuff.
Damn!
They wonder what all of this could be for, and they quickly piece it together. They found the plans for the upcoming Xbox console.
In 2011?
Durango. It'll later be called the Xbox One. They ponder what to do with the plans. They could sell them to others.
They were making the Xbox One in 2011? Oh, okay, in 2013.
All parts seem to be available on the market.
I thought it was way down in the line.
Everything shipped to Nathan's house.
Wait, he actually just built his own Xbox.
And it works.
Are you serious?
The group now has a working prototype of the new Xbox.
Mad.
But no games to test it with. So they decide to sell it. They find a buyer in the Seychelles who is willing to pay $5,000. The buyer transfers the money, and the group discusses who is going to ship the console to him.
Are you serious?
Justin steps up. He offers to take it to the post office. The group agrees. Justin drives from Delaware to Bowie, about a 2-hour ride, and picks up the console at Nathan's place. But the package never makes it to the Seychelles. They start to get nervous. What if the FBI has intercepted the package?
Ooh. The FBI.
After the sale falls through, Dylan decides to upload the pictures of their prototype online, just to see what happens. He doesn't consult with the others. That means the Xbox prototype is now seemingly publicly up for auction on eBay. By now, Dylan is already known for his impulsive actions. In early 2012, he got drunk, called Epic Games, and confessed to hacking their servers. He explained to the employees over the phone how he did it and asked for a poster as a reward. He actually got one.
What?
This time,
W Epic Games. Epic Games is sick for that. No, that's respect to Epic Games. You know, I hate Epic Games, but you gotta give them respect for that. That's tough.
The eBay auction goes viral. In no time, bids reach over $20,000.
What?
But the sale doesn't go through because Microsoft files a copyright claim.
Fish.
Dylan, who set up the auction under his online name, Superday, starts giving online interviews.
We have someone who's gotten pretty world-renowned over the past couple of weeks here. I'm just gonna go straight to the chase here. His name is Dylan.
Oh, they just leaked his name just like that.
Probably know him by his moniker Superday. He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble with Microsoft and I guess he's taking the hacking community by storm. Dylan, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
Sanad and David
Sounds
are pissed
so
at
Australian.
Dylan, really pissed. After leaving traces all over the internet, this kind of attention is the last thing they need.
Yeah, now
David cuts off all ties with Dylan. The only ones even more pissed are the people at Microsoft. The investigation picks up speed. Just weeks after the auction, the FBI raids Nathan's, aka Anime Freak's house, and arrest him. Sanad Nishayawat, aka Sonic, tries to distance himself from the group, but his house gets raided too.
Damn!
He sends a copy of the search warrant to others in the group.
Bro, getting a house raided must be scary, bro.
Dylan then posts the name of the agents who raided Sanad's house online. He publicly threatens to send hitmen after them.
What?
A statement he later regrets. In February 2015...
that's bad. Doing that and threatening the FBI, are you stupid? Yeah, bro.
Dylan Wheeler, also known as Superday, is finally arrested by Australian authorities.
Finally, bro.
Austin has learned from Nathan how to fake FIFA coins and turned it into a business. Justin is involved in scams of his own. Both of them lay low for a while. David also keeps a low profile in Canada after he learns about the string of arrests.
That's actually scary.
At least until he gets a chance to snag an actual prototype of the new Xbox.
Man, that's bro. But this must be so exciting, but it's just not worth the consequences,
David
is it,
is at
man?
a concert when he gets a call from Austin.
Let's see how bad
Austin
the consequences
tells him
are.
about an 18-year-old hacker named Armin, aka Armin the Cyber. Armin claims to have access to Microsoft Campus and offers them a deal. He will sneak in and steal a real Durango prototype in exchange for some Microsoft server credentials and a few $1,000s.
Damn!
David thinks Armin is nuts, but again, his curiosity gets the better of him, and he agrees. At 9 p.m., Armin drives his car to Microsoft Campus. He's wearing a sweater with the company logo and carrying a big backpack.
Crazy.
He's cloned some employee's access card and has no trouble getting in.
He cloned a card?
The premises are enormous, but Armin knows his way around by now.
Jeebers, man.
For almost a year, he has been frequently sneaking into the buildings and dreaming of what it would actually be like to work there. He is a huge fan of Microsoft. He has even applied for a job, but has not heard back yet.
Yeah, rip.
Armin enters one of the office buildings.
Give people jobs, guys, or stuff like this happens, man.
but never to steal anything. There's still a few people around. Whenever he hears footsteps approaching, he hides. He eventually finds what he's looking for in one of the open
but he cloned it online, I
floor.
think. Like from online.
As he stuffs 3 Xbox
not with the
prototypes
other
into his
card.
backpack.
3!
He sneaks out of the building, leaves the premises, and drives back home.
Huge fan, so he walks and takes the dev
consoles
kits.
to David and Austin and keeps one for himself.
They seem like criminals
Just
only
a week
because they
after his
compete with these
break-in,
companies and get
Armin
still
gets
at
a
that.
call.
True.
It's Microsoft.
Uh-oh.
They reviewed his application. He's got the job.
Whoa!
True.
Fish!
But only a couple of weeks later, Armin loses the job. Surveillance cameras have caught him stealing the prototypes. He's taken into custody.
That's
2014.
That's like I make it on Twitch and I instantly get permabanned. Oh, I could not imagine anything worse than that. Oh my goodness.
aka AA Monkey, is arrested at his house by 4 FBI agents. In March, David Pecora, Xenomega, gets arrested at the US border.
Oof. Let's see what the punishments are.
David, Sanad, Austin, and Nathan stand trial together in the US.
What happened to the Aussie?
Meanwhile, on the other side of the globe, Dylan is also facing charges.
Uh-oh.
The group is accused of identity theft, fraud, and conspiracy to steal millions of dollars worth of intellectual property.
They did way more than that, no?
The indictment is extremely detailed. The FBI must have been building the case for a long time.
Bro, the FBI are very talented,
transcripts of personal conversations dating back to the first Epic Games hack in 2011.
Oh.
In court, prosecutors even play audio recordings that must have been secretly made during their hacking sessions.
Crazy.
But the funny thing is, I still have root access to all their computers because I signed in yesterday.
So he knowingly logs into Epic, knowing that's still there.
What do you mean?
Like, he's in the emails, like they were emailing FBI people. And he knows that they talk to each other, but he still manages to not care.
I have it to the U.S. military.
Oh no.
I have it to the Australian Department of Defense. I have every single big company: Intel, AMD, Nvidia, Google, Microsoft.
To be fair, he's him for that.
Brothers, everything.
The indictment repeatedly mentions Person A. Person A provided most of the evidence for the FBI. Person A allegedly helped David encrypt his hard drive and sell unreleased games to a user named Xbox Dev Guy. Person A is also said to have delivered a self-made prototype of the new Xbox to the FBI.
I get a copy of the
I knew it had to be that guy that left and came back.
Person A from Wilmington, Delaware. We all only knew one person from Wilmington, Delaware. Justin.
Never let someone back in,
All
bro.
signs point to him being an informant of the FBI. Did he cut a deal with
Was
the
he in
police
FBI the whole time? Or is it he wait, bro, they actually gave him a deal like it was 1990 Mafia.
Convention.
That's crazy,
Is that how he
bro.
got away with all of his scams? No
so maybe he doesn't get punished, but he helps them figure it out, right?
The guys in the US plead guilty. They all have very different ways of coping with the conviction.
Here we go.
David is cooperative. He helps the investigators understand how they bypass the systems of billion-dollar corporations.
Okay, but what does it do? Does it
The officers
lie
are
to
pretty
him?
impressed by the 23-year-old skills. He spends 18 months in prison.
That's alright.
After getting out, he finishes college and starts working for cybersecurity firms.
Okay.
Austin gets 3 years probation.
That's actually kind of like, bro, only 18 months?
He doesn't serve a single day in jail because he agrees to help the FBI with another fraud case involving fake FIFA coins. He later becomes the head of cybersecurity at a social media startup.
Damn.
Sanad serves the same sentence as David, 18 months.
That's
He
all?
too gets out.
What am I gonna? I'm gonna start hacking?
Very hard on him. He starts working at a vape store and goes to college.
Yeah, rip.
But his probation officer bans him from using a computer and constantly harasses him.
Everything that I would ever ask her would always be a no. Like, for example, like I would want to go down and see, my sister in Virginia or something, and it's no. It could be, she would come up with the craziest reasons to why she wouldn't let me do anything.
Sanad became more and more isolated and eventually slips into depression. Seeing no prospects for himself, he turns to drugs. His probation officer sees this as a violation of his probation terms.
Rip, this guy got the
She
short
drags
end
him
of the
before a
stick,
judge,
bro.
who sentences Sanad to another 9 months behind bars.
Yeah, this guy, he probably necked himself or something in game.
Sanad's probation for his second sentence ends, and for the first time in years, he's allowed to use a computer.
2019.
He's now clean and living with his sister.
Far out.
Nathan is terrified of having to go to jail. He's one of the youngest in the group and a gentle person. Of all of them, he was the least involved in the hacks.
Okay, so he should
Nathan
get like a light
applies
thing,
for
right?
bail until the verdict is final. He gets an ankle monitor and is allowed to stay with his parents.
Okay.
But the thought of what awaits him in prison eats him up. One day, he cuts off the ankle monitor and
Why?
tries to flee. He pays a friend to drive him to the Canadian border, but the police catch him at the border checkpoint.
Like,
Nathan
are you
panics.
serious?
He jumps out of the car and runs across the bridge towards the border. But the cops catch him. He's desperate and considers jumping off the bridge.
Oh, no way.
Then he pulls out a knife and injures himself until he collapses. He survives and is almost immediately taken back to jail. This time serving a 2-year sentence.
You might as well just taking your life instead of... Bro, that's... Like... Look, I get, like, the fear of going to jail and stuff, but escaping it just makes it, like... Wouldn't you live with more fear and, like, schizo if, you kept running,
Sentence.
Like, he was only gonna get, like, 18 months,
Before his release, Nathan comes out as trans and is now Holly. The time in prison must have been awful. Just a year after their release, Holly takes their own life.
He must have got the... Bro, he must have got the thing in the jail, bro. That's all I'm saying. Bro, he got hit from the back so bad it turned him into a girl. Shocking, bro. Shocking.
In Australia, Dylan is the only one who pleads not guilty.
What?!
This leads to a series of court cases.
Bro, Australia is so stupid.
I guess I pled not guilty to the sense that they tried to hit me with everything when it wasn't everything that I did. At the start, they put a lot of false charges on me.
Dylan is ordered to surrender his passport. But instead, he heads to the airport and flies to the Czech Republic. He has Czech citizenship because his mother is from there.
Cold.
Shortly after, Dylan's mother is sentenced to 18 months in prison for aiding his escape. Dylan claims that his mother neither drove him to the airport nor sent him money.
Mum took it.
It's kind of harsh.
This guy ditched his mum and put his mum in jail. How disgusting! What a disgusting son. This band in this one, bro. Next one.
Dylan moved to the UK, where he established a cybersecurity firm and gave talks on security-related topics.
I'm not hiding.
Bro, this is motivating me to go back to uni and study cybersecurity.
I did something when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, an underage teenager. It was wrong. I learned from that.
In March 2020, Dylan shuts down his company.
Oh, he went bankrupt.
There's been no trace of him since. In 2017, when almost all members of the Xbox Underground had served their sentences, the police finally arrest Justin May. The authorities seized a brand new BMW and nearly $40,000 in cash. In 2021, he was convicted of fraud, fencing, tax evasion, and money laundering.
Tax evasion, classic.
He was sentenced to almost 8 years in prison
and
fined $4 million.
W video. Really W video. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, that... They got to hack and had the most fun of their life for like 4 years straight, and they only had to pay half of that in prison time. But how bad is prison for the kids? Bro, that informant is stupid, that's why. Man. Bro snitched and still got the worst sentence. How do I hack someone? I'm gonna hack you, Pedro, right now, and I'm gonna steal your skins. Yeah. Yeah, did you put tomato sauce? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it takes this one. Thanks. Mad, huh? 12. Another question you should be asking on stream. I don't know how to hack. I got an email back from Mercedes. Buddy, you can't even do 7 + 7 and you think you're gonna get a job? Inshallah you do, but listen. I'm gonna be employed. I hope so. Someone tell him, bro. Someone tell her brother, bro. Someone tell her brother that he's gonna wake up to the biggest disappointment of his life. You know what? I'll let life do its course on you. Now I hope it works out, but I've been there, you know. I've been there.